Welcome to Movement and Function. I'm Beth Wagner. In today's video, I'm going to show you several progressions and variations for the prone press-up exercise. So if you've been finding good relief for your back pain by doing press-ups, but you're looking for a little progression or a little modification or variation to get more out of the exercise, check out these possibilities. Okay, first let's review the press-up. I'll start with my hands palms down right next to my shoulders, relax my belly, and looking straight forward, I'll press up, pause here, and lower. Okay, the first progression is with an exhale at the top and a hold. So I'll press up. When I get here, exhale. Let my belly sag and hold for anywhere between about 3 seconds and 5 seconds, and then lower. So we'll do that again. Come up, exhale, let my belly sag. 1, 2, 3, and then lower. Okay, the second progression is to use some type of resistance for overpressure. So I have a TheraBand here. You can use this kind of a stretchy band, or even something like a yoga belt or a bathrobe belt, something like that. Okay, so you will want to put the band or the belt right across your waist, and then you want to tuck your elbow in against the edge of the band, and then have it underneath your palms here. And then press up, pause, and then come back down. This one takes a bit of practice in order to get the band right where it needs to be. You could also recruit a loved one to actually hold this band down for you. Ideally, we have the band stretched out right there, held in place, and then you would go ahead and press up. So you can try to finagle this and hold it down yourself, or again, get somebody else to hold it for you. Those are my two favorite progressions of the press-up, lying on your stomach. Now let's talk about a couple variations. Say you're getting good relief, but you're hitting a plateau, or sometimes you get good relief from the press-up, and sometimes it feels a bit aggravating. If you have pain all on one side of your low back and or down one leg, then this next variation might be really helpful for you. Basically, it's doing the prone press-up with your hips off center. Okay, say you have pain all on the left side. Then when you do the hips off center, you actually want to shift your hips over to the right, your shoulders over to the left. So the way to remember this is to shift your hips away from the side of your pain. Okay, so my hips are over to the right, my shoulders to the left, palms face down next to my shoulders. I'll press up, pause, and then lower. When doing the press up with your hips off center, I don't recommend holding it in that upper position. Simply go up, pause. You can exhale and let your belly sag, that's fine, but just keep it at the pause. Try that variation 5 to 10 repetitions and see how you feel. If you are having pain down your leg, just as a reminder, we want that pain to be moving up out of your leg, back toward the center of your spine, and then eventually gone. If when you're doing the press-up or any of these progressions or variations, if you find your pain is getting worse down the leg, stop. Don't keep doing repetitions in that situation. You'll want to change which way you're doing it. Choose a different variation in order to move the pain up out of your leg. Another great variation of the press-up is what I'm doing right now, and that is sustained extension on your elbows. So simply lying on your stomach, propped up on your elbows with your elbows just below the shoulder for comfort in your shoulder and your neck. And hold this position. This is a great way to work on your phone, on your tablet, or read a book, listen to music, anything like that. Try sustaining this position for a minute or two, up to 5, 10 minutes, maybe even longer. See what feels best for you, monitoring the symptoms in your low back and the symptoms in your legs if you're having symptoms in your legs. You could also vary this. It's great to hold this position for 1 or 2 minutes and then go ahead and go back into a press up for a few repetitions and then come back down into this position. It's a nice way to combine movement through your lumbar spine and sustained extension. The last variation I want to show you is standing lumbar extension using a countertop for overpressure. So the ideal height of a countertop for this would be at just about the top of your hips. So I'll demonstrate using this table, although this is a little bit too low. So what you'll want to do is stand right up next to the countertop or tabletop and have your feet about hips distance apart, hands on top of the table, and lean back into the countertop. Pause and then come back up. And again, a countertop at my waist height or the top of my hips would give me much better overpressure than this one does. But this still feels pretty good actually. So you'll want to lean back, pause, and then come back up. Make sure when you do this, there aren't cabinets, overhead cabinets right behind you that you bump your head into. So make sure you have clear space behind you. Start with 10 repetitions and see how that feels. You might find that you get better relief by holding the extended position or by increasing the repetitions or increasing the frequency. I hope that you found at least one of these progressions and variations helpful for you to progress your lumbar extension program in order to get the best pain relief and help you get back to doing the things that you love to do every single day. I'd love to hear any comments or questions that you might have after going through these exercises. So please leave me a note down below and I'll go back to you as soon as I can. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, now is a great time to hit the big red button. And it's always great to see a thumbs up. If you'd like to be notified when I release my next video, click the bell next to the subscribe button. Here's to your healing, health, and happiness. I hope you have a wonderful day.